Welcome back to another episode of Bring Me Your Stuff and I'll try to fix it. I'm just kidding. Well, I am Ty Slim. Welcome to Ty Slim Vlogs. Today we got a pressure washer here. This was from my post that I put on a neighborhood app to get your stuff running before spring comes, and I already fixed this gentleman's mower, and he already brought me this pressure washer. He said he wants to get running. He said it ran when he shot starting fluid in it. It should run good. I already checked the oil, it's fine. The gas didn't smell great. I'm going to hook water up to it, make sure the pump's not just leaking really bad off the bat. I'm going to give it a couple pulls, and then we're going to start diagnosing it. The specs on this unit, it is a Troy Bilt 3000 PSI max with a 2.7 GPM, and she's powered by a Briggs and Stratton. Looks like 8.75 foot-pounds of gross torque, 190 cc, and yeah, that's all I know about it, and we're gonna start to diagnosing. Okay guys, I hooked this up to water. The pump didn't leak, so that's good. I pull started it, nothing happened. Not surprised. It doesn't have a manual choke. I don't know how it chokes itself, but that's a thing. So my next steps are, I made myself a little note since I can't remember stuff. Check spark. Then probably suck out the fuel, put some good fuel in it, maybe try it. And then after that, get into the carburetor. The carburetor kind of looks like it's leaky and has like some varnish around it, so the fuel probably got into the carb and it's probably just gonna need a carb clean. So, but we'll get into it. Oh yeah, I got my vest on today, so you guys like it? Literally brand new. That spark plug is, oh my God. Well, wild boys, we have spark. That spark plug is literally brand new. It's possible that this engine has never ran. Judging by the hose and the nozzles and the wands and tips, yeah, so it might have just been put gas in and just never ran again, so. And if you notice, when I was working with that kill switch wires, I just marked the one wire because I don't really want to have to worry about it. So I just do like an easy trick like that just to mark one wire, so then you can't put it back on incorrectly. So if you can see there, this carburetor is definitely getting fuel, but because it's wet here all in the throat, but it's not starting, so it's going to be bad gas. The carb's definitely going to have to come off. and the linkages here. Just kind of want to be careful and finagle them out. This is a bigger rod than this rod, so you really can't get them mixed up when you put them back on. Alright, that's it. Carb's off. Alright, let's get into this carburetor. And I already noticed something. 100% why this pressure washer would not start. Look at the pilot jet there. There's a big goober, of crud right there. Do you see it? So that orifice is 100% blocked. So we'll have to get in there and see what's going on. Start with the float bowl here. It's a 13 millimeter or 1/2 inch, whichever you fancy. Already pretty gummy and crusty in here. Needle's free, but alright, just take this little pin out and the float pops right out. Inspect your needle. Looks brand new because I don't think this carburetor really has had any use. And just look at all those chunks and stuff in there. So this is no bueno. Oh man. That is like completely plugged and gummed up. So we got to get that all cleaned out. Okay friends, now this is just where you want to take your carb cleaner and go in all the orifices and get them all degummed from all this ethanol rot that's been in here. So you just want to shoot a little in there, shoot a little bit in your fuel jet there. And then, after you do that, you're going to come back with your high pressure compressed air, do a little blow job. And then you should feel the air coming out of the chambers. You know, it's kind of like a maze. It's got to go somewhere, so just like that, she's clean and she's ready now. Take your needle here, insert it into the slot in your float, and then just balance it, and then insert it into that orifice there. The seat, rather, they call it. Now you put your pin back through the float there, finagle it, and it just stays there. There's no retainer or anything. And then make sure your gasket looks good around here, your O-ring. And then I already wiped down my bowl, got it as clean as I could, shined her up, and then put her back down. Put your drain screw back in. Take your 13 millimeter or 1/2 inch. And then just give her a little bump. Just a little light hit. It's aluminum, so with brass. And now this carburetor's ready to be put back on. All right, let's play this hokey pokey of getting these back on here. One knee. Do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around. Bet you it's up. Okay, Goon Squad, carburetor's back on. Time to throw some fuel in this and see if it fires up. Hey, if you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to build this channel a little bit and just kind of have fun with it. It just keeps me going. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Or don't. But I'm going to put some 93 octane in here and fire it up. Are we going to take bets? What's the over? What's the under? Second pull, third pull, not start at all? Okay, we'll see. Ooh. Come on, girl. Well, she didn't start. She still wasn't getting fuel. She popped over once or twice, but that's about it. So I took the carb back off and I really thoroughly went through it. Even better, I might have found one orifice that I kind of missed. So I cleaned it up really good. And sometimes you have these failures, but you just gotta persist and keep going. So I'm gonna put this thing back on and hopefully it fires up. All right, round two. Put the carburetor back on. Wish me luck. Rain on. It fired. Just popped. Why you do that? Yeah, it is. Okay, attempt number 3-4. I took the faceplate and then looked at the carburetor and actually blew compressed air in the throat of the carburetor and in the top of the main jet, and it created a Venturi effect and sucked fuel from the bowl, and it was atomizing. So I believe that obstruction is clear, so maybe we'll change something, I hope. On, off. Okay, I'll try to show you what I did. I mean, it's really hard to see. But basically, I sprayed air, compressed air, right past the butterfly there, the choke valve, right to the main jet. And the air traveled down the main jet and then into the bowl and then created a Venturi, like a vacuum effect, and atomized fuel, kind of like exactly how it does when the engine's running. So there just must have been a little bit of an obstruction in there that compressed air just needed to do. And I want to say I got lucky, but I mean, it's the thing that worked. So okay, everybody, I hope you liked this episode of Tinker Time with Tyler. That's one of those things where you know it should work because you've done it many times, but it just doesn't. So you gotta just dig a little deeper and try something maybe you never tried before. I've never tried that. I just kind of said, man, why don't I squirt some air down in here, and maybe it's obstructed, and it blew fuel up all in my face, so maybe it was just that little bit. I really didn't try to rush this, but it should have been a little easier than that, but sometimes it's not, and hey, I don't mind. But either way, I hope you like this content. Please like, comment, subscribe. I am Ty Slim. This is Ty Slim Vlogs. And as always, stay positive.